floaty person. Alright, hey, what's up?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Did you see the pictures?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
What are those
Okay,
weird speakers
Jesse.
you guys have on?
I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
So a couple things.
Okay. You with
First, I'm
me?
going in here. You can't stop me.
We did it before.
I'm the director.
Push the hiss out.
That blood. Looks like a little man. Or like a shadow. A little worrying. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital in junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping using the within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or are vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be Alright, so a couple things anyways. I'm kind of not trusting what you guys are, because what is with these shadows? Like, this is all super suspicious. Is it the bench? I don't think the bench was in the other room. Is this a scary bench? Tell me about the scary bench. I'm also still super distracted. Oh, there's another bench right there. Sorry, I saw the shine on the toilet and I thought it was something important. It seemed like the hiss is what this is called. Was trying to manipulate Jess here, but then Kaleidoscope stopped that when we left the director's room, I'm assuming. Also, is Kaleidoscope just gonna be Dylan? I thought someone was running. It was just a stupid door. That way? Oh, yeah, we'll try to cure you of the sickness. I think it would be a little too easy for Kaleidoscope to be Dylan. Like some kind of weird connection. We don't really know enough about Jess's backstory or who Dylan is. But, you know, immediate first thought. Okay. That worked well.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Yeah, what up? Oh, also, they mentioned, like, wearing a thing. I'm assuming that's what those are.
Over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Like, wearing that protects you from the danger.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary.
That's the name of your
17 years ago.
hometown?
The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Sounds like he was stupid.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know.
I don't.
Yes,
Clue me in,
I came
please.
for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I am kind of upset that we didn't come in here, like, just to see the Bureau in action. Oh, is that the phone we're looking for? I would love to just go to... Look at that, like, maze rug. I would love to just go to all these caged objects and read about them. That's, I guess, the fun of...
This is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
That's the fun of SCPs, is just
The hotline should be in the communications
seeing something silly
department.
and reading about what it actually does. Oh my god.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
It seems a little messed up that the, this building was just kind of on street level, like people were just walking by it.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
Doesn't want you
It's an
to.
attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
I don't think you have a choice. Also, I don't know. Sounds like you
Can
don't.
you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
I don't.
Did she memorize this?
She kind of lost me on what
Got it.
separates them, but whatever.
Thanks.
We'll figure it out.
So HRA stop you from becoming hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving. I need to go
Thanks,
get a
Emily.
phone.
I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
A lot of, pictures. Didn't quite realize how many were up there. And you guys are not real people. You definitely don't look like a real person. You're probably an anomaly. Where am I going? That way? that way. I don't think I have any reason to explore more than what I've already done.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
I think I did get something new. That's like a different portrait. Yeah, it wasn't a portrait last time. Okay. Not that new. No clearance for this junk. Better health. Wait, is there a difference that? Health recovery per elemental pickup? And just general health. Okay, recovery. More general health seems like it might be the better option at the moment. I don't really know. I hear mumblings or hissing. No clearance. Maybe like sneaky. They don't know I'm coming. Energy boosts. Travel costs. Visiting the following Nevada accommodations, Desert Sun Inn, big bunch of places. A+ Lodge, cost money, gas, minibar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? For the record, I again request that give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road! Hines. Boys in research said performing rituals may help identify a place of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Oh, Lord. They know. I wasn't very sneaky. And that headshot did work pretty well. So if I don't have that boost on, do headshots not do special damage? I mean, it sure does scream a lot. It's like a bonus. Oh, I'm dying.
Overpowering here. You don't.
Yeah. I guess I don't want to go anywhere near it. Hot tip, don't go that way. I love how I realized I was dying and my thought was, nah, just keep going for it. This is not where I need to go. Okay.
There
Lesson
it is again.
learned.
Our welcome message.
Don't go that way. That way doesn't lead to anything specifically, so I wonder what the deal is. I mean, we'll have to go there eventually, I'm assuming. Melee didn't work out so well for me there. You have a weird face. I keep thinking these like trash cans, ooh, or thingies. Okay, that doesn't seem great. Havana. An auditory event occurred in the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed here. Deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived in the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the awe, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for minutes. No visual phenomenon was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau of Examination. See case file for details. So, wait, what's the deal with this, though? There's, like, weird goo in here. This seems like it's gonna be damaging. It is damaging. It's almost like I should have expected it. There's like more hissing and screaming. Did I get some of my health back? Hey, I knew something would be in the toilet eventually. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green is stable, yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts, orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts, red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Things get a little wacky at that point. I'm also incredibly lost. I think I want to go that way. Can't go that way. Oh, different bathroom. Oh! The fire extinguisher. And nothing up here. Okay, like got like weirdly loud. I wanted to try to hear what was being said. Cool. Machine God, let's go. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. Machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fan plus the timing belt from my car's engines and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on this envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God's. Dead letters. Okay, like all this is kind of blocked off. I love being able to move the tables. Good headshots. I don't really like where I am right now. Oh yeah, those are great headshots. Well, I got rid of his shield, so that kind of helped. I got hurt. Okay. Defeat it. Give me the goodies. Energy renewal. Ah! Great headshots. Oh, the music stopped, so I think we're fine. Don't eat mold. I have no idea what mold is. Do as you're told. Don't eat it. More dead letters. Greetings, Director Trent. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWUs and other altered material. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. Bartwell. There was another note. What was that other note? Hiss barrier? Field research on Hiss entity Hiss barrier confidential. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without its ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does a distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file for full report. I don't know where I got that note from. Okay, this like red light is a little extreme. I also can't see. Singing fish, let's go. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish, it sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. I like you, Dwayne. Yo, when did they get the singing fish anomaly? Guy came over here already. Real easy for me to get a little mixed up. Okay, I see you guys falling. Got him. Let's, get rid of the darkness, because it probably would make it a lot easier for me to do things here. Especially with all the shifting. So I'm assuming, like, this anomaly thing that I need to, like, regain control of. That's why it's called control. Communications is where we need to go. I'm assuming it, TV.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
That's a big floppy disk.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils.
Only 3 dozen?
Once, we even launched a cup.
Only 1 cup? I feel like if you had that kind of power, you'd go nuts with it. Go into a field and just have a field day. Because you're in the field. all of those just fell right out of that. There's a glowy object over there. Can I reach it? I want it. Oh, what I was gonna say, all these cube things have to be like how the oldest house works in itself, and the gun was found here, right? And it makes me the director if I'm here. So I feel like it's all made out of like the same material. But I don't have fall damage. Dead presidents. To may concern, I'm being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that, atheists. Have a great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Bartholomew's not a real name. I like these notes. They are fun. Like, this is already the strongest department. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starting before the meeting. Happy readings, Penny Bartwell. That one wasn't fun. Just because it said, like, Bureau. Hell is this?
Hey, Meg! What's wrong? My mom's dead. I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened? I don't know. He blacked out. It's like the director says. Confidential and children don't start with C. The director's a puppet. A dirty, rotten, fat person. Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her. I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Okay. 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 I feel like we might run into more of that show. And I gotta say, I am looking forward to more episodes. That was a lot to take in. Okay, I think we can leave now. We can't like do anything with this, right? No, we still can't do anything with like the materials we found. Yeah, I don't think any of those are really worth it. Energy, I don't think that's worth it either.
Communications. We're on the right track.
A lot of blood. That toilet looked weird. Bonus upstairs. What was the show called? Threshold Kids? step in some of this goo. What happened? Probably need to go that way. He just got like pegged by a ammunition tube. Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. Yeah, like they keep saying Control, Ultimate Edition, it's really weird. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously because they had the coolest tech and their motive made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity, flowers and guns, space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invaded a city planet and converted the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. 2 out of 5. So, like, I guess this got pulled because just keywords like anomaly. I was gonna say I got, other notes, but I think it's the Threshold Kids. Wanna watch that again? What's that? Oh, controls. I thought that said show and hide comments. I was like, are we gonna get like YouTube comments on this one? Be kind of wild, wouldn't it?
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Oh, I can cover it. Okay. Got a zig and zag. House memory. Still don't know what these are for. They'll let me do a cool upgrade eventually, probably. I didn't think that would destroy it. Clearance. I gotta book it. Yeah, trying to explore doesn't seem like the best idea. Yeah. Oh, it's the disc. I can throw things now?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
I have to hold it and then toss it. Neat. Is that bar the energy? I have a lot of stuff that said energy. As far as like upgrades. Holding doesn't seem to cost, so that's good. Thingamajig. I think the same thing, if I let it go down all the way, it's going to take longer to recharge than giving it a minute, but I'm not great at keeping that stuff in check. Well, that sure pegs the enemies pretty good. I have 2 charges I can do right away. Good whiff. I can still shoot. Oh, that's nice. From a distance, I can just grab something.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
That aim didn't work so well. Just throw a cardboard box at someone. Okay. How many more came in? Someone's definitely trying to shoot at me. Oh, hello. Okay. Things got a little spicy there. Yeah, throwing seems a lot stronger. I wonder if I can... pick up... Ooh! Can't say I expect it to be full... blasted like that. I wonder if I can pick up the, weird treasure chest that was on top of that shelf. Okay. I'd imagine that wall is what the, one of the notes I picked up talked about.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
I hate these noises. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to so another behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can't stop monitoring a bit, bop, and boop for any off-message opinions, but it looks like we're in the clear. Thomasy out. This was Willow the one that we saw talk about scissors? Yes, it was. Don't talk about Alaska, scissors, blood, loss, apologies. Did we get like a lot more collectible notes? Oh, for the floppy disk. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose materials. Description, the object has an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows paraliterians to telekinetically lift material and throw it in short distances. See Dr. Darling's presentation. The object is currently bound to for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Vik by agents and with the CIA. The disklet contains launch codes to missiles believed to be reserved for use against After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant of the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Sorry. Oh god, a lot of stuff. So you have like the rocket launcher. Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield a specialty-built rocket-propelled grenade that's designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of the weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file BOP for all full reports. Makes sense, I guess. We're not really fighting just normal office workers. Rangers of Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary force, their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threats found during awe and responses for threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with the Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shield of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, it is feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree. Or is the Hiss able to tap into the combat training to utilize it? Further observations, refer to files, etc., etc. Give me... I should see if I could... Well, this one's technically bolted to the ground. So maybe some variations of it are not. Oh yeah, I can just fire willy-nilly if I really want to. Well, we're kind of moving along the general map. I didn't realize that this was enterable. Oh, hello. Sorry. Didn't see you there, Chief. Premature on that throw. Okay. Must be something great if we got a bonus in this room. More house memories. I still don't know what I'm doing with those. Any lore notes? Didn't see any. God, there's a lot to go through. Need some kind of clearance. Ooh. I like how those like antennas. Oh.
This must open the door.
Whoa! I'm so sorry. Let me see then if we can fast travel to Dead Letters. Maybe I can get cool bonus. That loading bar didn't really... Yeah, throw it. Okay. I'm like picking up just random junk. I like how you just kind of pick up whatever. Whatever's closest. Alright, well that... Wait, we have clearance now. Well, not for that. Was there anything over here I had clearance for? I kind of wish I had like a... some kind of proper like mapping thing to remind me of where I can actually go now. Alright, let's go back where we... Was it here? The mailroom? Would have to be, right? I don't think I had gotten anything else. Yes, mailroom. I like how they put a barrier around the toilet. Also, that's a weird song. I don't know if I like that one. What was the bonus I got? Like energy, and then I got consecutive kill. Damage after kills. Seems nice, but I don't know what I would prefer right now when I only have one option. I really don't like hearing noises.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 20
Don't I already have that?
years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantom. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back...
Really wish this would have just kept playing while I walk around.
Under the bed. Inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Honestly, besides the security breach stuff, it seems like it would be super fun to be a, to do, like, one of these things. To, like, investigate anomalies, people's wacky stories.